А у тебя дома Wi-Fi? Если Wi-Fi, это же может DNS поменять.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution for Milan, number 97, Erling Haaland.
Milan get the second half started.
Seedorf. Coming on the field,
That's
number
not gone well.
99, Gullit.
And that's put paid to a
Number
promising
22,
move.
Federico Valverde.
That's an imaginative pass. And this is Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Chance here to counter. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Messi. Nedved. He's got away. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Nedved. Good ball, good take. He's had a shot! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That is good alertness. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. He's picked his way through. Ibrahimovic is flagged offside.
Substitution for Milan, number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
number
benches.
77, Messi. Number 15, Iniesta.
Milan perhaps
Coming on the
contemplating
field,
their next change
number
here.
11,
And he's there to make the challenge.
Number 20,
That is a jarring
Neymar.
tackle, but
Number
apparently
10,
nothing wrong with it.
Bellingham. Substitution.
Bellingham. And it's Neymar. Well, that looks a good ball through.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
That has been slung wide. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Nedved. Played out to the left flank. Played in deep. Looking to play him in. Over to the left. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Well read, nice interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe, and the shot!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he's picked out the run. He's found the way through. Goes for a shot! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Can he get it through? That's an excellent interception. Vieira. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Good ball over the top. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitutions taking place.
Milan making consecutive changes here. Milan could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. Valverde is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Bergomi. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Oh, great feat, that.
He has found the way through. Vinicius Junior's cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, super ball. Shot at goal! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rudiger makes the interception. And he's there to retrieve it. Great, can he finish? Oh, what about that? No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Chance! Well, now in for the pieces! Over to the left. Takes aim and crosses.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And it's been given away. He's found the way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass somewhat off target. And he's intervened well there. Bergomi. And here's Mbappe. That has been slung wide.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Messi. Oh, sweet feet. Decent chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Punched away. No, again there's no way through. Milan have the chance to go the other way. That is good alertness. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And they're back on the ball again. 15 minutes till half-time. Rudiger cuts it out. Haaland chasing after it. And it's Vieira.
There they go, hunting again. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And he's straight offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Hullet. Good running, strong and Hullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Iniesta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, played through for the wide man. That has been cut short. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played back
Ci
in.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Looking for the run. Iniesta is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, good read.
He read that really well. And
Shapes to shoot! And this could be the final action of the first half. Thuram tries, and he's had a hit! Oh, a very decent attempt. And it's half-time here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And we're underway again. Pinches it off him. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Milan find a position of real strength now. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well read, nice interception. Iniesta. Nicely worked. Vinicius Junior. Pedri. And it's Hullet. The ball has bounced loose now. No, it's come to nothing.
Milan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Hullet! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that is superb, a dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Aimed beyond the defence. Pepe with a fine tackle.
Oh, that's real confidence in that tackle. He got himself in the perfect position.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Valverde. That's an imaginative pass. He's got away. Hullet. And this is Hullet. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Messi. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21. Il numero 22.
Costa
Il
Curta.
numero 11. Cambio di giocatori.
Pedri. Plays a sharp little ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That's been cut out, well played. Rummenigge. Played into space. Oh, well measured. But he's cut it out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Dani Olmo. Roberto Carlos. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Costa Curta was in no mood for any of that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a searching pass. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. An instinctive delivery. Oh, smashing header! Final touch was poor.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Back into the middle. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent. And we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Kulusevski, Peter, is another Swede of Balkan heritage, and that automatically raises excitement levels. No surprise that he stated who his hero is. I think we're all well aware of that. And I think the playing styles are very different, though, and that comes as no surprise. This guy has got a lot of potential.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He has a look up, and the shot! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
England finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And here's Isak. It could be a big chance! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Sweden are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Kulusevski, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kajuste. Now it's Isak. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Konsa, England looking to pass their way through. Kulusevski to Forsberg. Kajuste. And he was quick to react. Bellingham. Solanke is onto this. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Isak receives it in a good position here. Kulusevski providing an outlet on that flank. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, looks like he's been taken out. Goes for a shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Forsberg clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Sweden finding their passes.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
It's a nicely shaped ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's well positioned here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Kane. Now it's Palmer. Now that's well seen too. That pass isn't the best. The message is clear, none shall pass. Tries to pass it through. Goodmanson. Sweden looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Well, that has not gone well. Gallagher. Now it's Kane. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Kraft. That's a sharp pass. Stones kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
That's going in strongly.
Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. Sweden presented with a golden opportunity here. Pickford looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Ambitious ball here. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Sweden, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break.
Substitution.
Here we go again then. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now this could be a chance. Kulusevski! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gallagher. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well read, nice interception. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Kulusevski. Isak. Cleared away. Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Rashford. Pass somewhat off target. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, nicely intercepted. Konsa. Oh, this looks sharp. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Great vision. Now that looks a decent ball. Forsberg. Konsa wins the duel this time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Colwell makes the interception. And that has put paid to that. Isak. He can run onto that. Great chance! Good catch by the keeper, though pretty much straight at him.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Isak really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Eze. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Foot in. A probing pass. Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Sweden, number 10.
Sweden choosing to make the first change.
19. Coming on the field, number 18, number 22.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's the chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball. Kulusevski looking understandably energised after his goal. Looking to play him in. Good take, and is he in? Real chance! Really well taken goal.
The goal scorer for Sweden.
It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Coming on to replace him is
And now he has two.
Augustinson.
Sweden are having a ball here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Eze. Augustinson. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's beaten the last man. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Pickford did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party... Oh, he's been caught napping! Now it's Watkins. Gallagher cuts it out. Alexander-Arnold.
There will be 3 minutes.
And the number on the board is 3. And here's Watkins. Knocks it into space. Johansson gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Kulusevski. Oh, played right into his path. Gallagher promptly onto that, and that is it. The referee has seen enough. Sweden, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
With the owner of a blue
Isak
car
voted
parked
man
outside
of the match,
stadium
and
gate.
deservedly
Kindly
so.
remove it, as it is about to be towed away.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.
А я включил, потом смотрю, ты, оказывается, тоже включил. У меня зрителей не было, подумал, что я буду просто за беспокоить. Это прикольно.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Saka, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're back on the ball again. Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. Kulusevski! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! Sweden leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Goes for a shot! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Sweden are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, that's a key interception. Jordan Henderson. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Great defending, strong and determined. And a chance! It's anyone's ball now. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now he wants to get in on the act here.
England really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And he can clear it away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Sweden are looking to go forward now. Jordan Henderson. Now Colwell. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He gets big! And one more try! That's a decent clearance.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Pass somewhat off target. Searching pass he's played there. He slings. There's the header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. No, that's been intercepted. Grealish. Grealish. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Sweden looking to pass their way through. Sweden heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Kyle Walker. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bellingham! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
England have their second corner now. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Chance, surely! And it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
England get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Oh, he's been... shoots! Jordan Henderson, can he get it through? Oh, nicely intercepted. Could move up a gear here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
And a quick
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are back on the way. Cajuste gathers from the goal kick. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's a fine interception. That's a throw. Ball's out once more. Lindelof. Watkins. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that is a good ball to find. Big chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Corner number 2 then. It's going to be another corner, I think. Sweden have their third corner. England have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jordan Henderson. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kraft. Goodmanson. Now he's off and running. Saka. That is Gallagher. Now Konsa. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And it's Grealish. Bellingham. And it's Grealish. Watkins. Can he get on the end of this? Picked out. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. England are back in business. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
England are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that is expertly dealt with. And he's there to get it away. Sweden still have the cards to affect this game. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's intervened well there. Konsa. Colwill. Stones. Now he's got space here. Not the most accurate pass. "75 minutes played."
England really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Substitution for Sweden, number 19. Coming on to replace him is number 22.
Lindelof. Goodmanson. Can he spark a counter here? Colwill gets over and intercepts. Gordon. That's been cut out, well played. That is ended up in no man's land. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Decent chance! Goal, Sweden! And again they hit the front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sweden take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Added minutes has been indicated.
That could spell trouble. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He is through here. Now here's the delivery. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that will be it. Sweden proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Just a quick announcement. It is
Thrilling,
now time for our
nail-biting,
special
perhaps
delivery.
frustrating
Please
until
grab
the
tickets
very
you were
end,
given when you were
but we
walking through
do
the
have
gates.
a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.